The guy is smart. You people underestimate him. You underestimate him. That's the problem. And the other problem is the other people, the other parties, they are not desperate enough. They are not hungry enough. They cannot risk it all. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the greatest of all time when it comes to politics in this country. Forget it. Over Obasanjo, that guy they see so. I don't take my time and sit down and say, this guy, that Jagaban already they call, I know they play. Me, I know that before I say they go pay me now, no be saying I support. But the best way to tackle an enemy, you understand, is to understand and to acknowledge the power of the enemy. But most of them, they are not acknowledging it that he's smart. That's my problem. Everybody keeps saying Tinubu na this, Tinubu na that. You people are forgetting that this man. I beg Peter Obi, Mona go rest. Atiku Mona rest. Kwankwaso Mona rest. 2032, na fees come back again. And even at 2032, said, well, we'll all be alive to see. Don't play. Don't play.
That was the social media activist and critic, VeryDarkMan. VeryDarkMan, I have a lot of respect for VeryDarkMan because he is not a musician. He is not in any form of entertainment that I know of. He is not a sports personality in terms of being a professional footballer in Europe, playing in Champions League or top leagues in Europe. But he has been able to accumulate a lot of numbers. He's not even a movie star. But he has been able to accumulate a lot of numbers that is very impressive as an individual. He has about 1.9 million followers on TikTok. In Instagram, he has 672,000 followers. 672,000 followers on Instagram. On YouTube, he has 238,000 followers. On Facebook, he has 2.1 million followers. Altogether, he has about over 4.9 million followers across social media platforms. That is an impressive number. And I like numbers. I respect him for that. And that is why I'm intervening in his intervention of calling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu smart, that he is smarter than Peter Obi, and that he is smarter than Atiku Abubakar, and that 2027 election, Tinubu has already won it. Now, if I don't make this kind of intervention, many of the young people that are following him, many of them don't like this administration. They don't like the APC. They could be discouraged from coming out to vote out the APC in 2027 because already that is a defeatist mentality to say that Tinubu already have the 2027 election in the bags. That shouldn't be so, and that is not so. So I want to show that VeryDarkMan got it wrong in his analysis of this situation. First of all, to say that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is smarter than Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar is to say that the child who cheated in an examination hall and got a top grade is smarter than those who use their brain to write the exam, the same examination. That is what VeryDarkMan was trying to sell to the Nigerian youths. Is VeryDarkMan not aware that despite the so-called smartness he was talking about, the European Union Monitoring Group in the assessment of the 2023 election showed that the election was neither free nor fair and that it was rigged? Is he aware that Peter Obi and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, they pursued this matter to prove that the election was rigged up to the Supreme Court? Why the Supreme Court may have saved Tinubu and said that he is returned as president by the INEC, that he was duly elected. In the hearts and minds of millions of Nigerians, the Supreme Court was wrong, but the Supreme Court has the final say. So therefore, to equate that he is smarter than Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar is to say that those who cheat in exams are smarter than those who write with their brain. That's what VeryDarkMan wants to sell to the youths, and it's wrong to have that kind of mentality. Okay, now you are talking about that he is smart. Okay, if he is smart, VeryDarkMan was in Benue to see the killings of over 200 people. Why was he not smart enough to stop all the killings? With all his smartness, is it his smartness is only the capacity to overcome election? Why has he not stopped the killings? The killings going on in Benue, in Plateau, in Zamfara, in Sokoto, in everywhere around this country. That this country is under siege. Why is the VeryDarkMan not asking to apply that same smartness in running the country? That's a question that needs to be answered. And VeryDarkMan, in the video you watch, he said that Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar, that they are not hungry enough. What does he mean to be hungry enough? We know that people, Nigerian people have been impoverished, and that poverty has been weaponized. Now, to say that they are not hungry enough to be as smart as Tinubu means that you mean that they are not hungry enough to cheat in an exam. They are not desperate to pass the exam to the level that they have to cheat, to the level that they have to rig the election, to the level they have to rig the exam. Is that what VeryDarkMan is talking about? Say they are not hungry. Who told you that they are not hungry enough? Who told him that Peter Obi is not hungry enough? Peter Obi is hungry. He has said it before, and severally he has repeated it, that he's not desperate to be the president of Nigeria. If that desperation is what the desperation that VeryDarkMan is looking for is for Peter Obi to steal the election, Peter Obi is not going to steal the election. Peter Obi will not do that. Peter Obi has said it, that before you answer the name His Excellency, the process that brought you to power must be excellent. He's not ready to rig the process. He's not ready to rig the election or be a product of corrupt electoral process. So the VeryDarkMan got it wrong. Because it's like somebody hailing Hush Puppy, that's what they call him, Hush Puppy. Before he got arrested and imprisoned, when he was getting away with all kinds of things he was doing, then you say that he is smarter than everybody because he had not been caught. That's not a good thing. That's not a way of life that should be encouraged. If you look at, like I said in the beginning, I like numbers. That's why I respect VeryDarkMan. He has big numbers for an individual who is not a movie star, who is not a football star. Okay, just by social activism, because he's not the first person to do social activism. Gani Fawumi had done social activism in this country. Even Femi Falana has done it and still doing it. But look at the numbers they have. They can't match his numbers. Those people cannot match his numbers. Okay, now let us look at the numbers In the last election, INEC allocated 8.7 million votes to Tinubu, with which they declared him the president. They gave Peter Obi of the Labour Party 6.1 million votes. They gave Atiku Abubakar 6.9 million votes. They gave Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso 1.4 million votes. Now, if you calculate the votes of Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, and Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, and others, including Sowore, those that got less than 15,000 votes, like Sowore, if you add those votes, it's over 15 million that say they don't want President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be the president of Nigeria. They voted against him. So those who were against him in the last election were almost double those that INEC was able to gather, the votes INEC was able to gather to push him just across the line to be declared president. INEC literally pushed him across the line. Now, since he has become president, has he done anything different to prove that those who didn't vote for him, the 15 million voters that rejected him, that they made a mistake? Can VeryDarkMan say that they have made a mistake? That those people can now say they have made a mistake that will make him think, make VeryDarkMan think that Tinubu had already put the 2027 in the bags? That's not true. Tinubu cannot win a free and fair election in Nigeria the way it stands today. That is a fact. If the election is free and fair, there is nothing he has done so far to convince the 15 million people that rejected him in 2023 to accept him today. Look at the opinion, the poll that was conducted, the internal poll conducted by the coalition, according to Malam Nasir El-Rufai, the former governor of Kaduna State. Tinubu is having 91% disapproval rate in the whole of the north and southeast. Even in Lagos, he's having 78% disapproval rate. Lagos, his hometown, where he was governor for 8 years, and he's still like the de facto governor, because every other governor after him, he was the one putting them there. Lagos is having 78% disapproval rate. And there was no place, according to the internal poll they did, where he's even having 50% disapproval rate. That is the person, VeryDarkMan, is saying that he has the 2027 election in his pocket. Unless the VeryDarkMan is condoning the kind of thing they did in 2023, the kind of thing that happened in 2023, in which the INEC, the Independent National Electoral Commission, according to Lai Mohammed, the former Minister of Information, that INEC deliberately switch off the transmission of the election result. Unless that is what is encouraging. Because right now, only a rigged process can make it possible for Tinubu to achieve the kind of thing that VeryDarkMan is crediting to him. Let me also tell him, perhaps he has not watched that Malam Nasir El-Rufai interview on Arise TV. He should go and watch it. Malam Nasir El-Rufai said that Tinubu will be lucky to come third. And people should not take that thing lightly. That he was just talking, that people were saying he was disgruntled because Tinubu didn't make him minister. But you and I know and can see the video where Tinubu was begging him to be minister in his government if he wins. Is it not the same Tinubu? Is it not the same El-Rufai that was answering questions for him on his behalf. Tinubu was in Chatham House. They were asking him questions. He don't know the answer. He said, Malam Nasiru, answer it. And Malam Nasiru El-Rufai answered it. That same Malam Nasiru El-Rufai that answered that question in Chatham House, the same Nasiru El-Rufai, he was begging to be minister and publicly said that he is not going to leave the stage in Kaduna until Malam Nasiru El-Rufai acknowledge that he will be ready to stay in Nigeria to be able to serve in his government as minister. Now, whatever happened, they didn't make him the minister again. And people are saying, oh, he's saying it because they didn't make him minister. It doesn't make sense. That same person is telling you that Tinubu will be lucky to get third position. And you can't argue with that. All you need to do is look at the state of the economy. Look at the state of things in Nigeria. Look at the hunger and starvation in the last 2 years, which is going to continue in the next 2 years. So what is it that will make him win the election? Is this guy is projecting him that he is smarter. What kind of smartness is that? What kind of how can you promote that kind of smartness? And he said that he's not endorsing Tinubu. Really, you are not endorsing Tinubu, but you say that you are already telling Peter Obi and Atiku they should forget about 2027, that they should think about 2031, even that one self. You know, that kind of thing. What does that tell you? That tells you have endorsed them. You believe that they are going to, the man has the votes in his pocket because he's a smart politician. And I have shown you how that's yours. Equating Tinubu with smartness doesn't really add up unless you are operating like him or you believe in what he believes. That's, remember there was a video of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the run-up to 2023 election when he said that power is not served a la carte. You have to grab it, you have to snatch it, you have to run with it. If that is what VeryDarkMan calls smartness, it's unfortunate because a lot of youths look up to VeryDarkMan, and he ought to be able to know better than to endorse that kind of power grab and retaining it again in 2027. And when I look at I interpret his tendency of saying that the opposition, they are not hungry enough. The opposition don't need to be hungry enough. It is Nigerians that will have to be hungry enough to change the system. Yes, the Arab Spring were led by the people who are hungry enough. Even the APC emergence in 2015 was also because there were people who were fed up with the PDP and they were hungry enough. It is not for Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi. Peter Obi will never be hungry. Atiku Abubakar will never be hungry. These are billionaires in their own right. No matter how much they sell a liter of fuel, these people don't live on minimum wage. These people belong to the about 1% of our population. So if you are saying that they are not hungry enough, Tinubu is more hungry than them, which apparently means that was why he's able to do whatever it takes, whether it's for good or for ill. So they are not hungry enough. What should be paramount? What people like VeryDarkMan should be championing using his platform is to ensure electoral reform, to ensure that transmission of result must be electronically and it must be compulsory, that INEC is not given the leeway to decide how it want to collate result and all that. And for the Nigerian people to be hungry enough to vote and defend their vote. That's what he should be talking about. Free, fair, transparent election, and for Nigerians to defend their vote. It is when Tinubu wins in that climate of free, fair, transparent election, then we can call him smart politician. That's what I think. I don't know what you think about VeryDarkMan's endorsement of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for 2027, because even though he denied that he never endorsed him, but by what he said P2B and Atiku, they should just go and arrest. It means he has endorsed him. What is your position on that? What do you think? Do you consider Bola Ahmed Tinubu smarter than Peter Obi? Smarter than Atiku Abubakar? Is he smarter than them? Based on what I told you, what smartness could mean, and what VeryDarkMan is recommending him as somebody who should be celebrated for his smartness. Like I said, remember, I said it. Is the child who cheated in an exam to have a top grade smarter than the child who wrote the exam with his brain? Ponder over it as you tell us what you feel at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.